Hello, Shalom Aleichem. My name is Yosef Kantor from Bangkok, Thailand. If you think I say that easily, even after almost 29 years in Thailand, it still doesn't come easy because I grew up in Australia, my wife's from Los Angeles. What are we doing in Thailand? Actually, even though we wanted to be shluchim, we wanted to be the Rebbe's emissaries, we said anywhere, but we really meant East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, suburban America. But the Rebbe had another vision for us. The Rebbe sent us to Thailand. Our first trip was in 1992. And when we landed there, it was not an easy situation. It was quite challenging. Just the simple things. For example, today we have WhatsApp calls. Doesn't even cost any money. We used to spend $3 a minute to talk to our parents back home. Education for the kids was non-existent. Kosher food was a big challenge. Even the infrastructure of life in Bangkok, in terms of highways, trains, was not yet built up. Fast forward. Now we have 11 going on 12 Chabad Shluchim families in Thailand, covering the width and the breadth of Thailand. A couple of locations in Bangkok, one for backpackers, two for the community, a school, J Cafe, kosher food. J Cafe is the kosher cafe that we've opened. We have meat restaurants. We have a shliach in Chiang Mai to the north and in Koh Samui to the south. Even up in the mountains in Pai. We just opened that before COVID. It's a little meditative kind of town where people like to just go out and hang out and meditate. We have in Luang Prabang, Laos, the Chabad house, and Phuket. I must mention Phuket because Phuket was actually where the Rebbe's vision was recognized in, you could call the Rebbe's signature approach. When there's trouble, when there's darkness, you need to battle it with great light. And that's actually where Chabad of the Valley and Chabad of Thailand came into a partnership. Because at the time of the tsunami, of course, we ran down there. There were bodies to be identified. There were people missing in hospitals. There was the huge humanitarian effort at the very beginning. But then we were left with funds that had been sent to us from around the world. Chabad of the Valley had sent us, made a fundraiser and sent us considerable funds. And now we were able to implement something that is so much the Rebbe's vision, and that is to create a change, not just in yourself, not just in your family, not just in your community, but in the entire community around you. And we innovated programs for the Thai community to help the orphans, to give them the ability to buy nets. We had a program with microloans to allow them to retain their dignity and to build their lives back up in the name of the Jewish community around the world. We were so recognizing that the Princess of Thailand, Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Thailand, the daughter of the previous king, came to honor us at an event marking the first anniversary, the first tsunami of the first Yizkor. We called it the Tsunami Yizkor, the first yahrzeit of the tsunami. This is a recognition and a realization of what the Rebbe has taught us, and you and I, Chabad of the Valley, Chabad of Thailand, formed this partnership. And we're continuing to form the partnership because together on your side of the world and we on our side of the world are continuing to do acts of goodness and kindness. Recognize the Rebbe's vision to transform the world into a world where Mashiach is coming. And it becomes a world of peace and goodness and kindness. It's wonderful to be able to speak to you, and God bless you. And if the world opens up and you come travel, we're waiting for you with a good schnitzel and kosher Thai Jewish food. In the meantime, L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim, next year in Jerusalem.